All right, welcome back, you guys. So we're gonna do some run requests today. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do like multiple. I guess it depends how this goes. But yeah, dude. Definitely this Dragonscale one should be good. I do want to, before we start, I do want to practice this Dragonkin like a little bit more. We get to him pretty fast, so it doesn't really matter if I get hit, but I'd rather not. All right, dude. I couldn't figure out that, like, Malenia thing, how to skip that. I didn't... It's not really a big deal. How to skip that, like, that dialogue that I have to go through, but... Well, I didn't really practice... Well, I was just figuring out a few things, right? I was figuring out which starting graces I wanted to use, and I was just kind of, I don't know, going through the route and seeing what it would look like. De-rusting at some of the boss fights that I haven't fought in a while. Or haven't fought properly in a while, I guess. I'm thinking 2 heals should be enough for this. No, I didn't practice the rise skip because, like, I feel like I don't really have to practice it. I'm not good at it, but... Maybe this isn't a very good path to take. I'll probably get stealth. I'm thinking I'm gonna get stealth because running through Nokstella doesn't seem that safe. So yeah, Sens looked horrendous yesterday, dude. It was really bad. Yeah, 2 heals definitely makes this nice. Guess I'll make a new save. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get unseen form. I do feel like there's a good chance I get hit by this guy. Mainly by, like, that charge attack or something. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna get a +0 Uchi for him. Ah. Yikes. Okay, so... okay, nice. It's really scary when I don't have room to, like, go behind him. On that. It's a little bit of a sketchy roll. Oh, I haven't seen that. Okay, so here, I should be able to just get behind him. No, I haven't exported any Twitch highlights. I don't know if I'm going to. Like, most of them don't really matter, I think. Hmm. Maybe I should upgrade, dude. Like, this is kind of a long fight. No! Okay. I mean, I could upgrade. I still... like, how much would upgrading help, though? I think getting more flasks would help the most. There's a stake here. I didn't even know. But yeah, no, I haven't exported my highlights. I don't know if I will. I'll just fight him again. I'll be curious to see how long it takes to get here. Especially if we're getting stealth first. Fun fight, though, dude. It's kind of tough that we're on this, like, tiny platform, but it honestly makes the fight more fun. I'm not gonna lie. Quite like this guy. Yeah, one of the many bosses better than Elden Beast. You are not wrong. It really helps if I don't whiff any hits, it really can speed this up a lot. Whiffing can be very bad, and then he resets his poise or something. Let's drink, I guess. Okay, Scream. I don't really want to bait up the follow-up. The only thing that I don't like about this guy is the riposte. Feels very scuffed to get sometimes. Ah. I don't know if it's Red Wolf tier. It's kind of like Hippo tier, I would say. Like, you know how it's because it's not like impossible to get or anything, but it just doesn't work sometimes. Okay, I guess
maybe I'll give you the best nut.
Guess we'll see. Pi, thanks for the 11-month resub, dude. So for Gideon, Darrywell tier, maybe. I feel like some of the beast enemies, like even the rune bears, they have a way shorter riposte window than it seems. You know, that's kind of what it's like on this guy. Like where the head's still glowing, but you just can't riposte anymore. Still, it doesn't line up. So for Gideon on this, we're gonna use the Madstone strat, but then right when he says, right after he says for us, like 4, and then I charge our 2, us. I think. Agor, thanks for the 100 bits, dude. We should not talk about it. Probably. Okay, let's see how long it takes to get there. I don't know. I did sort of switch around the starting graces a little bit. Do we go rune? Rune or pot? Golden Seed even would make sense. Stone Sword Key would make sense. Yeah, I want to see Zetterland actually get a shot, which I guess he did a little bit last game, but I'd like to see, I don't know, that top line hasn't been doing anything, so Stone sword key or... Minus proc but dealt no damage? That's kind of weird. Wonder if he like if he iframed it somehow. We like motion blur. No, well, actually, you know what? I feel like motion blur in this game isn't as bad as it can be. Okay, what do we start with? Rune or stone sword or pot or golden seed? All of them are good. I feel like stone sword's maybe a little bit of a waste. It would save some time, I guess. I'll just go this one. Okay, let's see. So surely I won't have the like foggy gray map here. Okay, so where do we start? Let's go get the Dectus maybe first. Oh, you can iframe the screen. Okay, nice, actually. That's pretty good. How's it going, like? I don't think... Go get Dectus first. So what's sort of interesting about starting with all the graces like this is that I don't really know where to go. Like, it's gonna be... The route's gonna be different every time. Sorta. Like, I'm just gonna do things in a different order, but I think Dectus first and stealth, and then we go kill Loretta, probably. It's on in 3 days. Is it 3 days, really? Oh, maybe I should have gotten the Beast Torch first, but you don't really need it. But yeah, what I'm doing for this,
Maybe
I just
I'll
have...
give you the best nut ever.
Wise, thanks for the 25-month Prime sub, by the way, dude. I just have a script that's doing it. Like, it's unlocking the correct graces, unlocking the map. Let's go get the Beast Torch now, I guess. And I just have it set to a hockey.
Well, there's been a how can I help?
Actually don't have money. Yeah, cheat engine script, yeah.
But I'm new to this.
Maybe
I'll
I'll give you the best nut ever.
And my goodness, is it going to save a lot of time. Morton, thanks for the brand new Prime sub, dude. Now, I guess I could also kill the Bellbearing Hunter. But on this particular run, I feel like we don't really need to. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing Kazan when it comes out. I'm going to be playing AI Limit as well. Looking forward to both of them. A little bit. Like, I'm not, you know, insanely excited, but I think it'll be fun. Okay, so we got that. So now we have Altus access. Go here. Yeah, I think both games are coming out on the same day, if I'm not mistaken, or it's pretty damn close. So we'll see. We'll see if they're good. Because on demo is pretty fun. It's a game with big numbers. Yeah, Malenia didn't spawn because I didn't do the rest of the like progression to spawn her in. Okay, the early... So you pay more for the early access? A lot of... Like, most games I feel like are doing that now. Which I think is... I think it's a good strategy, dude. Like, clearly it's working. Like, maybe it's kind of cheap, right? But... surely this guy won't aggro. Pingu, how's it going, dude? Gotta be hundreds of hours of me running through Limgrave. I probably at least that, dude. Yeah. I'm realizing, though, I'm not going to be able to get the intelligence to use the stealth here. I didn't really think about that. So maybe I should cheese the Bell-Bearing Hunter, then. Sucks if it's a huge game and you want to avoid spoilers. But, like, what's the harm in playing it, like, 3 days later, though, I guess, right? But yeah, I guess I could see that. Possible to do no hit run without any runes? Definitely yes. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go kill the Bell-Bearing Hunter. Astrologer wouldn't... Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I haven't done this in a while. Surely I remember how. Yeah, like especially a single player game and stuff. I don't... Yeah, I definitely... My spot was bad for sure there. Whoops. Spot was definitely bad. That doesn't really seem good either. Okay, this seems better. Yeah, the one cheese that I didn't do on the all bosses run, and I just totally can't do it early. Is that good enough? Nice. Okay. I actually don't even know what golden seed I got, but I guess I'm just gonna level that, and then may as well get the faith too that we need. Okay, we're going to Loretta now. Kind of a little slow, but oh yeah, the Fort Height one. Yeah, that's right. You'll see if stealth... I didn't get a staff. Whoops. We'll see if stealth is good for the underground, because running through that Nokstella section yesterday was kind of scuffed. Well, the requests are based on the Twitch channel points. And it's because I couldn't really think of any other reason for them. Like, I couldn't think of any other reward, but they've been closed for about 2 years now, so... Probably once I finish up all these ones, then I'll reopen them again. Nardzi, thanks for the 18-month Prime sub, by the way, dude. So yeah, I think some people are confused and they're coming in and like asking me to do a run. Like it's the channel point reward, so it's not just... It's not free. I mean, it is free, but with free currency that is just based on time. Gonna go get that staff. Mac King, how's it going, dude?
You're surprised no matter. Why don't... Oh, don't. Oh.
Astrologer's staff. Look at that. Already got unseen form 10 minutes in. Beautiful. Originally, well, I mean, I feel like it used to be like 50k points, and then I changed it to like 100k maybe. I'd probably change it again. Yeah, stealth does do something here. Makes the guys spawn in later. It's kind of nice. I feel like maybe I shouldn't be getting stealth. Maybe I should just, you know, open, like, immediately start the game and then rush Loretta for this. If I get hit, because it has already been a few minutes. I wonder if I can go get this. With this cocaine wolf seeing me. I think that's what I'm going to do next time. If I get hit here, which I feel like there's a decent chance. Cycle, thanks for the 7-month Prime sub, dude. Yeah, Minecraft server, dude. How long has it been since that was up? It's been at least a year for sure. Surely one day. Last time I did something interesting here. I was just able to, like, trigger him and then attack the wall. Probably jump attack isn't the best thing to do on that with this weapon, but... I'm so... After that tree sentinel hit, when I was doing all bosses, I'm so concerned now with getting, like, knocked back by the horse knockback animation. Well, when it happened, it was actually because I tried to do 2 sprinting R2s in a row. Like, so it was on flat surface, but I did this, and I ran into it. So yeah, usually it's with elevation and specifically the walls, but that time it was not. So that's why now when I'm doing it, it's like, oh shit, surely that won't happen. Okay, here we go. Oh. Yeah, 2-hour skip. Yeah, scarabs as well. Yeah, definitely. Like when I was doing the master run and I was killing some scarabs on that. That was definitely something I thought about. Ah. Like, the tough part about this skip with the setups I have, I don't know if there are better setups in this, but both jumps need, like, a tiny amount of delay. Oh, boy. Really about to take us like 25 minutes to get to this Draconic Sentinel dude. Or not the Draconic Sentinel, the... Dragonkin. Yeah, see there, I didn't delay enough. I wonder if, would the telescope, like, have kept me on the ledge there? I mean, that wasn't too bad, right? Like, a couple tries. No, that's not too bad. I'm sure the more I do this run, the faster I'll get at that. Because when I was doing the run request before, I was pretty good at the skip. It's just I haven't done it in a while. Yeah, I guess I could have gotten the armor set, I suppose. Maybe I should have. It's okay, I'll probably get hit anyways. On the next run, I'll go get it. I'm not gonna get stealth for this next time. But I guess since I have stealth this time, I'll use it. Yeah, next time I'm just gonna rush straight to here. I guess basically as quick as possible. You open the map while activating the grace by activating the grace at an angle. And you can open the menu during that pivot. Yeah, like stealth like kind of doesn't even do very much for this part. Frost buildup on the weapon. Does the Ranni set affect that? Does it increase? It doesn't just increase frost buildup overall, does it? I thought it... I actually don't remember what it does. I thought it did... Yeah, the sorceries. Yeah. Frost sorcery. That's what I thought. I thought it boosted frost sorcery, but... I don't know. I didn't think it just boosted all frostbite. Now, Dragonscale Blade is really good, Joe. It just... Yeah, getting it is maybe a little annoying, but... It is one of the better weapons in the game, I would say. One of the better somber weapons. It's not, like, broken or anything, but it is good, and it'll carry you through the whole game. Basically. There's probably a better way of running through here without any stealth. Oh. Please don't whip me. Oh. Just jumped off the edge for some reason. All right, Somber 7. That is actually one thing that's good about this route. Is you get the early Somber 7. And then there also are 8 and 9s over here, but Dragon Barrow is obviously the easiest. I guess when we do Alabaster Lord Sword no hit as well, the route will basically look the exact same, right? Just we won't have to kill the Dragonkin, which is kind of nice. How do you avoid Horlu's Roar? You just... You can endure it. Like, so you can poise through it with Endure or Oath of Vengeance. Or for no hit, usually you just roll away. Like, fast rolling will help a little bit. How's it going, Zaz? Alright, Somber 7. That is actually one thing that's good about this route. Is you get the early Somber 7. And then there are also 8 and 9s over here, but Dragon Barrow is obviously the easiest. I guess when we do Alabaster Lord Sword no hit as well, the route will basically look the exact same, right? Just we won't have to kill the Dragonkin, which is kind of nice. Yeah, Alabaster Lord's Sword route will look the exact same as this, basically, but instead of the Dragonkin, we go up and kill the guy. I mean, still only 20 minutes at this point, though. Without the starting graces, all the stuff we've done would have taken probably at least 50, right? At the very least 50 to get to this point, normally. Like getting Unseen Form, going all the way to Caelid and stuff. Okay, there's one thing I need. Yeah, poising. Well, I don't know what the team hitless rule on it is for poising through with Endure, but I would allow that for sure because you're not taking damage. It does 0 damage, and you're not getting you're not getting okay, maybe I shouldn't have done it this way. You're not getting staggered, so. Oh, it is allowed, okay. Surely this archer guy won't aggro. Kind of weird how there's just one ancestor here for some reason. Oh, yeah. Oh, it doesn't work with armor, right? Yeah, okay. I kind of forgot about that. So weird. I'm gonna decide if I should wear armor for this or not.
Practice puts strains in your muscles.
I'm just thinking for the rot buildup, but definitely helps when we're like in a good spot for that attack. Nice. You know what? Actually, isn't there's a Somber 6 over there as well. But... what's this stuff? Just money? Okay, I guess we'll go get it upgraded.
Well, I presume.
I'm still gonna head into that
Perhaps.
that cave to get it, I think. There's technically 4 in Old Altus as well, but
The gods demand repentance.
let's go get the stone swords.
All of it.
Seth, thanks for the donation, dude.
Hey,
I appreciate
Gina.
that.
Love your VODs, I've learned a lot. How do I learn bosses and dodging their movements? I love it when I'm able to dodge flawlessly.
Actually gonna go get this one. Elfman, thanks for the 1,000 bits again, dude. I appreciate that. Simply practice is how, though. I get a couple of these. So yeah, this is like one of the few somber routes that I'm gonna do on these run requests where we actually get a +9 early. This kind of used to be the old school no hit route would be. I mean, I don't know if it's that old school, but the old no hit route you would used to get like a +9 immediately with some like a lot of people used to use Servant Hunter. But yeah, the only reason is because we'll go right past the Somber 7 in this case. But most of the time, we're going to get to +6 before we start fighting stuff. Most of the time. Yeah, we're in Riften, dude. Brynjolf's trying to get me to take part in his scheme. I guess I don't need that mushroom. So, like, the annoying part about this place... First of all, I should have leveled up, actually, but... It's annoying coming here with runes, because I would want a Memory of Grace out. But yeah, we'll just level up. Like, we've already got the faith we need. We've got the intelligence. So, we'll just go into Dex, I guess, and... I still have the 40k that I picked up from the ants. Maybe I'll pop soul. Just get that extra level. My favorite armor in Skyrim? I don't know, dude. I'm kind of curious. No stealth on this guy. Does he aggro? I didn't think he did. I don't know. I'd have to think about it, dude. Like, I haven't seen a lot of the armor sets in many years, so I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a Summer 4 in here, but... not sure how safe picking it up is. It's probably fine. Yeah, Nightingale's cool. I remember there being something I didn't like about it, though. It should be good to use these now. Okay, so what else is on the list? So we got our... oh, yeah, let's go get the 8 and 9. We have 5, 6, 7. Distract the knight. I'm sure I could, yeah. I'm sure I could. Like, the 4 would save... How much is the 4 cost again? Is it 6k? So, yeah, it wouldn't be bad to get. Most of the runs, I'll just kill the Bellbearing Hunter, though, and so the money won't really matter. But this one, I'm probably... if I reset, I'm not going to kill the Bellbearing Hunter again. But, Yeah, we basically just got an extra 50k on this run. The 8 and 9 in Lake of Rod faster. It's probably pretty close. Like the thing is, with with getting that 9 is. Oh boy, I hate this branch, dude. The thing with getting the 9 is that I would need to get more heals for that. No, you don't have to kill the Onyx Lord, but you would have to, or the Alabaster Lord, but I would have to, I would have to get more heals, so. So yeah, probably doesn't really work out. All right, +9, just like that, dude. +9, and now we're gonna go.
You'll know matter loud. You're.
I guess what? Probably get Golden Vow, Flame Grant Me Strength, or maybe I'll get Flame Grant Me Strength a little bit later. We'll go get... Actually, I don't even need a dagger. I've got the Uchi to put Golden Vow on. Go get Golden Vow. I guess we could also go get our physics set up at this point. So for the physic, we just get probably the Dex tier, and I think we got the charge attack as well last time. So far, so good, though. Learn how to fight Elden Beast on unoptimized level 1, and you really like the boss? I don't like the boss. I do think the boss is made slightly less annoying with Torrent in it. But it's really not that big of a change, though. Like, Elden Beast is not a well-designed boss, unfortunately. But yeah, that doesn't mean you're wrong to like it. There are plenty of bosses I like that are just, like, not very good. Let's go get this one. Probably want to go get Blue Dancer at some point. Wicked boss like letter Gideon. I don't think Elden Beast is, like, he's not trash or anything, right? He's not a trash boss. But he's very underwhelming, I think. Probably should have equipped Golden Vow, but... Okay, we have a +9 Dragonscale blade. He's a space whale genius idea. You know what was funny? When I first saw Elden Beast, I just couldn't help but think that they basically copied Mortal Shell, dude. The final boss in Mortal Shell is so similar to Elden Beast. And I find that just hilarious, dude. Yeah, water bird, and like, they're so similar, right? They both swim underneath the ground, like underneath the water that you're standing on. And I mean, that's kind of it, but it's still funny though. Let's go get the charge attack stuff. Actually, not sure which way is faster. Probably the other way is faster from Fort Height. But already going this way. Yes, this is pre-recorded. You got me, dude. Yeah, the Dragonscale is a really cool weapon. I have used it a lot for like, you know, randomizer bingo and on randomizer runs just overall. So it's not like I haven't tried it before. But yeah, it's a really good weapon. It's a solid A tier weapon in my opinion. Probably the best self buff, like, well, okay, not the best self buff, but Out of the weapons like the Dragon Halberd and the Stormhawk Axe and stuff like that, this is definitely the best one of those. Yes, okay, Steeple's good too. That is a good point. I mean, Steeple's probably better than this thing, actually. Okay, so we got that. Go here. Yeah, Steeple's really good. Obviously, Darkmoon Greatsword. I mean, there's some pretty good self-buffing weapons, I guess. Oh, we'll go with that one as well. Oh, yes, I can't, because... Oh, I'm so used to having the wet knife. But... kind of inefficient to pick up on these runs when I only have to put on one Ash of War the whole time.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
You know what? I guess I do need to get the seal, though. Or a seal. Which I'll just get Finger Seal. Why do I say Curse Rod of Greatwood is the worst DS3 boss? Because he clearly is. That's why. Would you disagree with that, or... You know what? Since we have stealth... should I take the main gate? I guess so. Because yesterday I was... Why was I going the back way? It's because I was waiting to level up the intelligence. So I was going back way, but... No, I don't think Wolnir's the worst. I think Wolnir is... He's not a good boss, but... He's not, like, that bad. Well, Half-Light... I don't know. Depends how you look at Half-Light, because... You know, Half-Light as a PvE fight is very bad. And yeah, probably worse than Greatwood, but... Half-Light PvP is fun, though, dude. For me. I like... I like PvP in DS3, so... It absolutely smoked, dude. No, Greatwood's a terrible boss, dude. Like, Greatwood's actually an F-tier boss, for sure. There is... I don't think there's anything good about Greatwood. Yeah, Deacons aren't great either, but definitely Deacons are better than Greatwood. Surely, dude. Guess I'll take main gate. Is Nagakiba better than this weapon? Probably. I mean, it just has the... It has the bonus of being a smithing stone weapon, which is big, right? I haven't gone through main gate in a while. I'm gonna wait for nighttime just in case, but... I think the worst part about Wolnir is... the, Worst part about Wolnir for sure is... When do I stop crouching? I think just past this tree. Is the summons of the Skellies, for sure. Like, the Skelly summon sucks, but one thing that is kind of nice about it, or it's not nice about it, but it's makes it less bad, is that he very rarely does it. It's not like just spammed. So, it makes it a little bit better. Other than that, dude, like, the fight's really... Like, it's very meh, but it's not like trash. I don't go into the Wolnir fight just dreading it every time like I do some other ones. Yeah, he's mid for sure. Probably a little bit below mid, but if we're saying mid as in like actually mediocre. So normally I haven't done this in so long, dude. But come here. Throw that about there. I can't say I'm a big fan of this strat either. Like, now that I've started going the back way on region locked with no stealth, I've started liking it, but it is quite a bit slower. No, I don't think Wolnir is that bad. I would put him, I think I've put him in like C- usually or something like that. Maybe D+. But yeah, no way. Definitely tiers above Greatwood. Like there's nothing good about Greatwood at all. He's just a horrible boss. Yeah, I will remake the tier list soon. I think. Should I go get Blue Dancer now? Because Axe Talisman, I mean, I'm not really using the charged R2s at this point. So yeah, let's go get a Blue Dancer Charm. No, I didn't see that, Mad King. Like, they were doing randomizer? Yeah, definitely have to try that. Is this mosquito going into the cave? What is good about deacons? I don't think there's much good about deacons, but they're kind of just like a very... They're not a good fight, but... I don't know, they're kind of just chilling there, and you just... like, smoke a bunch of them. Like, I don't know. There's not much good about it, but... like... I think there's a difference between not, like, a fight being not very good and not having good things about it versus a fight that is actively bad. And I would put Greatwood in the actively bad category. Now, Deacons, my years of doing no hit runs in DS3 have really... My view of Deacons is not favorable at all. Because no-hit Deacons is probably one of the worst fights in the whole game, if not the worst one. So I despise that fight on no-hit, but speaking just generally for casual runs, when I get to Deacons, I'm like okay, we go Deacons, we can just, you know, try out blasting them with my, you know. I look at that stealth right there, actually. You know, blast them with my build and then move on, right? Blue Dancer Charm. Yeah, with Greatwood, so he... Oh my god, okay, I need to not do that because he impa reads it. With Greatwood, he has a bunch of mobs in the fight that respawn until phase 2. The hitboxes on the sacks are atrocious.
I am the Lord.
Nice.
Of all that is golden.
The hitboxes on the sacks are atrocious. Not to mention the hitbox on the actual boss's attacks are really bad as well.
Turn together to our home.
He has just like a big zoning attack where it basically forces you into using range. He has in phase 2 his like, or is it phase 1 as well, where he has like the sack dropping attack or whatever it is? Where he drops like the sacks on, or the seeds on you, whatever they are. That, you know, basically it forces you, if you are trying to do it safely, it forces you to get just behind him underneath his back where they don't land, or you just have to run away again. It's just not a good boss. Like I could go on. but yeah, it's bad. Whereas, like, when I think about Deacons, the bad thing about Deacons is that it's a boring fight, and there are a bunch of trash mobs in it as well. And, like, I guess the constant curse buildup in Phase 2 is kind of, like, I don't really like it, and being, you know, having to cancel it by interrupting the tall guys is kind of, like, not very fun, but... Like, yeah, it's mostly just about the trash mobs with Deacons, but... But yeah, that's why I hate Greatwood, dude. And especially how inconsistent, like, the sack hitboxes are with different types of weapons, especially thrusting weapons. Like, you can be just directly hitting this. It's kind of like Fire Giant's Eye, except maybe a little bit better than that. But then you have to kill, like, 6 of them, you know? But yeah, like, that sound, when I was doing the Master Run in DS3, first of all, I swapped to using Pyromancy on that fight instead, because it's much better, but like doing melee kills with that and just hearing the sound of you bonking the leg when you're like directly attacking the sack just was so frustrating to me, dude. It was just like, I remember just saying like, man, if I hear this sound one more fucking time, I wasn't going to do anything, obviously, but I was getting frustrated at it, dude. These hitboxes are just terrible. But yeah, that's why. One of the very few very bad DS3 bosses. I think easily the worst one. I think Wolnir is not even the same conversation. I even think Ancient Wyvern's not even the same conversation, dude. I do have a rune arc. Yeah, Osiris is pretty bad too, but I think he's a fun fight though, at least. Well, I don't know. Like, Ancient Wyvern, he's kind of like a Demon Souls type of boss, right? Just where it's not really about the boss fight, it's more about just, like, the, you know... I mean, yeah, it's basically just a more complicated dragon god, basically. Which, I don't mind those fights at all, dude. I really don't. I don't think Ancient Wyvern's that bad. Because it's basically just a level where you have... I should probably level up. Basically just a level where you have the boss at the end of it. Like, I don't mind that at all, dude. I don't think it's that bad. Or you have the plunge attack at the end, and you have, like, the constant threat of the dragon fire breathing you, so you have to be aware. Like, I don't mind that. And it kind of goes into what I've said for a long time, where I think in a game like a Souls game, or just for most things in general... Not every boss can be Slave Knight Gale, you know? I think the game would get a little boring and repetitive that way. If just every single boss was like, okay, here's Soul of Cinder. You got to mix it up with different types of fights to keep things more interesting. And I think that's how you do it. So I don't hate Ancient Wyvern at all. And I think I probably put him in like B- last time, dude. I really don't dislike it. I mean, maybe it's a little... Maybe the plunge can be a little janky sometimes, but... I don't know. I think he's overhated, dude. Maybe that's I guess it's a hot take, probably. But... I think it's possible for Sens to flop and not make plays. Oh, it's for sure possible, dude. Like, if you look at the Sens record this year... They have... Like... They're so streaky. They go like 5 wins and then 5 losses. And then, you know, like they just keep doing that. So things look really good for a bit and then they lose 5 straight. So I would not be surprised if they lose 3 more games in a row here. And then, you know, next thing you know, they're like, they're not in a good spot anymore. I would not be surprised. Yeah, I hope not. Like, hopefully they can... figure things out, get the win tomorrow. If they get the win tomorrow, then I'll be feeling pretty good. I forgot to get Flame Grimmy Strength. So I'll get that after this. You fight Ancient Wyvern on the ground, he's pretty painful. Maybe. But yeah, the hitboxes are definitely not great. I think if you know what you're doing when you're fighting Wyvern, and that could be said about most things in Souls games to be fair, but basically if you're fighting him and you're on the staircase to the right, it's fine. Like, it's not an interesting fight, but he'll kind of just loop his bite attack and then his fire breath attack and then his, like, flying fire breath attack. And it's a very easy fight if you want to fight him that way and not do the running section. I do like that you have the option of doing it that way rather than being forced to, you know, always run around the level and go fight, like, all the little enemies and stuff. But I don't know, dude. Maybe I'm the only one, but I really do not hate Ancient Wyvern in any way. Yeah, sure, there's some bad things, but it's still, I think it's decent. I think it's decently an okay fight. Okay boss. When I was doing the master run, I did use alluring cells for Greatwood, yes. Well, it kind of depends. You shouldn't need them. Like, what really sucks, the best way to fight Greatwood for a low damage, no hit run is you basically just circle around him the whole time and then just, like, hope he does the right attacks. It's not fun at all. It's quite garbage. But yeah, I would use skulls in the case of, you know, if we got out of position or something, I would use skulls for him. Just a level up too. Well, yeah, so, like, the thing with Half-Light is, I was saying it earlier, Half-Light, I like PvP in DS3, and I enjoyed doing the Half-Light PvP fight. If we're just talking only PvE, and you're fighting, like, PvE Half-Light, then there's no question Half-Light's worse, for sure. But I like the PvP part, so it's... depends how I'm looking at it. I would recommend Lies P, yeah. If you're looking for a Souls-like game to play, definitely that's the first one I'd choose. Where to put the Gundyrs on tier list? I would put Udex Gundyr at an A tier and Champion at... I think I've put him in S tier before, but that's probably a little high. Probably like A+. Any desire to complete another variation of God Run 3 soon? Probably not. If the next multi-run game that I would do, I've only done one, which was the God Run 3. I've never been a big multi-game runner. I usually just like to focus on one game usually, but I've been talking about a Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Elden Ring all bosses no-hit run at some point. Probably relatively soon. I should probably start preparing for that. I found my recording of my DS1 all bosses no-hit route, so I can reference that at least, because I couldn't find it for a while. Like, I thought I'd lost it, or I don't know, but I thought I'd lost it, and I couldn't find it, but then I found it the other day. So yeah, the DS2 route, like, it'll take a few months of derusting for that for sure, I think. Especially with how long Elden Ring is. Even though Elden Ring should be fine because I've been playing it a lot and just did all bosses on it and stuff recently, but a DS3 all bosses run in-game time should be about like 145 or so. It's an efficient route. I'm not sure what I don't know what I'm calling the run, but that multi-game route would look like. Usually, if I'm doing a multi-game run, I'll do things a little bit slower to be more consistent or something. Depending on what, I don't know. I'll usually opt for the safer strat. Oh, I kind of forgot to go get the talisman slot, dude. And you know what? I was going to go get the multi-hit talisman as well. I guess I can still do that. Although I may get blasted by that clean rot knight. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It might blast me. Yeah, God Run 3 level 1 is not a run I'm interested in. As I've said before, if I was gonna do something like that, I would do something that's a little bit more drastically different than the leveled version. Also, I probably wouldn't include Sekiro in whatever run I choose to do. But like, realistically, I'd do probably a level 1 plus 0 type of run instead. With the 6 games instead of just normal level 1. Recycle, how's it going, dude? If I were to do something like that, I'm not sure if I will. Again, I'm not really huge on the multi-game runs. I've never really been, so... Yeah, it's not that everyone always thinks when I say that I hate Sekiro or something. I definitely don't hate Sekiro, but it's more that like, I wouldn't consider it really a Souls-like game anyways. And I don't feel like it belongs in that type of run, you know? And even when I was doing the God Run 3, I was saying that. But the reason I did the God Run 3 with it in is because I specifically said that I would do the God Run 3, which includes it, so. But if I'm like making my own run and I'm deciding what games to put in it, I probably wouldn't put Sekiro. But maybe eventually I should do some more runs on that game, dude, because I haven't really done any runs on that game, basically. But certainly not, it's not my favorite to do runs on, mainly because there just isn't like really good variety in the game. But who knows? I guess I'm gonna go get that winged sword talisman, dude. Surely I'm not gonna get blasted by him, though. Cheddar, thanks, dude.
Only fine. You have.
I haven't talked to Malenia yet, no. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do that. All right, talisman pouch. This is a talisman that I feel like I should probably start getting on more runs. But I don't know, it's hard to say that it's worth it because it's almost never necessary. I've never used these on any percents yet. This multi-hit talisman. But like it is good. It's pretty solid with the faster weapons. Yeah, hopefully I'm not about to get smoked by this guy, though. He does have one very quick swipe attack. That does scare me a little bit, but the idea is just to not go close enough for it to happen. Like it's a very quick swipe he has. Or he'll just do that, I guess. That also works. I learned very recently that you can enter the arena and he just doesn't aggro, so kind of nice. More decks. Like, it's kind of interesting, I guess, because he's just basically just a normal enemy, right? So he has the normal enemy aggro range. Oh yeah, it's fine that I didn't talk to Melon. I'll go back after this. Pretty good damage. Ooh, I nearly got stomped there. Probably shouldn't have done that.
The thrones, stained by my curse, such shedding they cannot bear. Thy part in this.
All right, buddy.
Be forgiven.
You can stop talking now.
Best nut ever.
Fan, thanks for the 20-month resub, dude. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Well, yeah, he's squishy, but we're also +9, to be fair, right? +9 at the moment. Most of these runs, we're not going to be +9 by this point. It just, like, most of them are going to be +6, so we're going to get more of a little bit more of a legitimate fight with him.
To see what and it seems torrent, whereas I'm there is, but I can take gathering.
Yeah, that should be enough, I think. Go back here.
Allow me, you are unprevented. The thorn.
This is a really this is a really good weapon too, though.
So I'd like to
Like that also helps, right?
And guide.
Basically, any weapon with frostbite is just so much better in this game because of that extra damage you get. Like, a lot of people think that it's like Dark Souls 3 where you should reset the frostbite every time you proc it and just like keep doing it, which can be a good strategy, especially if you're dual wielding. But you get, I believe it's 20% more, or the enemy takes 20% more damage once frostbite procced. I think it's somewhere around there. That's a lot. It's a lot of extra damage, dude. So I feel like most of the time, at least most of the time that I'm using frostbite, it's better to just leave the proc and get the extra damage. Most of the time. But it does depend. Like, if you're using a weapon that doesn't really have good damage on it already, then maybe resetting's better, but... Yeah, it's not like Dark Souls 3, though, because Dark Souls 3, I believe it gave you 5% more damage on the enemies. Or it's giving... It makes the enemy defense go down, but... I believe it was only 5% or something in DS3, which is... I mean, it's not... It's nice to have, but it's not... game-changing, really. But I think it's like 20%. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's like 20%. Yeah, if this thing had bleed on it as well, then yeah, this would probably be an S tier weapon, I think, at that point. Already like an A or an A+, but yeah, it is 20, yeah. So, like, that's very valuable when you're like, that's just another red feather, basically. Yeah, frostbite is very good. So yeah, what I've decided is that I'm gonna run through this part. I'm gonna run through this part, get to the rolled lift, and then I'm going to go Foot of the Forge. Because yeah, like, running past this part, like, there definitely is some amount of danger here, right? You could get hit during this part. So take rolled lift, and then once we get to the top, just like the randomizer mod does, just the instant warp to Fire Giant would make it S tier. Well, I was just saying, if this thing had innate bleed on it as well, is you get the frostbite from the buff, you get an extra 160 lightning AR from the self buff. Lightning Slash is just a really good Ash of War as well for stun knocking like humanoid enemies. So yeah, if this thing had bleed on top, then that's a really good weapon, dude. But yeah, what you could do to get a similar result is go with like an Uchi or something and then put lightning slash on it. And that will be a pretty good weapon. Obviously, you won't get frostbite from that, but you'll have the bleed instead. And the lightning damage. That can be like a similar result. And the benefit of that too is that if you wanted to go higher lightning damage, like lightning is... Whoops, that was wrong. Lightning is a good damage type in this game. Whoops. Oh my god, dude. Lightning is a good damage type, so sometimes it can be better, instead of going only 160 lightning AR on your weapon, having a higher split of lightning could be better. So going with a separate weapon like the Uchi with lightning slash on it, especially if you're going with the Dex build, which you probably are anyways, then you can get much more lightning damage basically than this. Yeah, both chats get combined. Like people on YouTube, I think there are just less people that chat there, so overall I see less messages from YouTube, I guess, but it's not like I'm... I don't know, it's like when I'm reading messages, it's like picking a name out of a hat almost, right? I'm not like looking for someone to read necessarily. I'll just, the first thing I see, I'll read it, and then it's like, oh. It just happens that most of the time it's from Twitch, though. Like, so that's why it kind of seems that way, maybe. Yeah, the Dex Lightning multi-attack builds. Like, Lightning Slash, and same with Ice Lightning Sword against Malenia is so much... It's so much fun to use, because you just get stun-locked for so long. But not stun-locked, but... She gets staggered for such a long time when you're using that.
Ah, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead, who yet live, and watch Gino Machino live on Twitch.
Elias, thanks for the 8-month resub. Thanks so much, dude. Actively ignores YouTube chat. Surely, dude. Yeah, that's his thing, I guess. Watching on each platform, there are positives and negatives to both at this point in time. I was thinking about using sleep in phase 2, but I don't know. It's with this weapon, I don't know. Should I try it? Maybe I'll try it, dude. Like, how many? It would be 4 R2s. I don't think this can get 4 R2s off, but... Oh, you know what there is, though? There's this phase 1 sleep strat, which I kind of forgot about. I forget how that works exactly. You get the stun, you immediately do double sleep pot. It's double sleep pot, right? Oh, I don't have the sleep recipe yet. Oops. It's double sleep pot, and then that allows your hit to build up poise. Yeah, okay, that's probably what I'm going to do. I think that's probably the best play. And maybe while I'm here, I'll go grab some of these, too. Turtlenecks can always be nice. Twitch ads is the only thing Twitch has going for it. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah. Yeah, like if I was watching streams at this point, I would be watching on YouTube as well. Like if I had the choice for every streamer, I would probably be watching on YouTube because it's not like I would chat that much, first of all, but then like if I can watch the stream in better quality plus be able to rewind stuff easily and just have the better player overall, like I would pick that for sure. Okay, now we got sleep, so let's go try this. No, Dragon Halberd, I would say, is objectively worse than this weapon. Yeah, Dragon Halberd's not bad, but the problem is its moveset sucks, basically. The jump R2's good. The sprinting R1's good, but that's it. How long does this buff even last, the Ice Lightning Sword? Maybe I should be doing it before Flame Grant Me Strength. I'm just gonna R1 spam him. No, that wasn't great. Probably shouldn't have R1 spammed them. Not like, maybe pokes on the eye would have been better, but I think I tried that last time when we were going through, and it wasn't really working out that well, so. Also, what I should have done as well is rebuff Flame Grammy's strength in phase 2. Yeah, only one of the 3. Like, hitting the eye is just terrible. So it's much more consistent to just go for the head. But unfortunately, you just don't get as much damage. Like, I cannot believe they didn't fix that eye thing. The riposte on Fire Giant is garbage. Because not only, when you're trying to hit the eye, is it brutal to do with most weapons, but then the riposte does the same as like an R1 to the head or something. Like, just nothing. It's terrible.
Eyes world and death are you to commit? Very let my hand.
It's terrible, dude. Yeah, it should have been a Radir riposte, I agree. Although
Maybe.
yeah, it probably should have
I'll
been.
give you the best nut ever.
Beast, thanks for the 14-month Prime sub, dude. I have to get back into the habit, though, of when he does his... I was going to do it there, but when he does his double fire orb in phase 2, it's best to run underneath him and then bait a rollout. Like, when you go behind him, it baits out a roll pretty consistently. So the idea is... Wait, what's the idea again? You go behind him... Oh, no. I think you sit... Shit, I can't remember, actually. Do you explode the orbs before going behind him, or then... Or you go behind him and then he rolls and then the orbs explode and then you chase him? I have to check the master run, I guess, because I definitely would have been doing that on that. I just can't really remember which one's correct. As you're riding through legs... Okay, you explode the orbs. Okay. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's a good strat on him, and it prevents the time waste of what I did there, which is just running away and then waiting for the orbs to explode. Okay, so with Unseen Form and no silencing, we need to drop down left here. Oh, did they? Yeah, I guess Coach was saying they were going to update Convergence mod pretty soon. Was it today that they updated it? Yeah, it's probably about time for another Convergence run pretty soon. More dexterity? Yeah, so you can get stuck. I don't think I've had that happen before. That's actually interesting. So we can do the volcano attack, and then you get stuck. Okay, so last time here, I was able to just do, like, 3 charged R2s and then riposte. Slash damage is nice here. Too bad the frostbite proc comes at a bad time, though. Well, so the controller overlay, I updated OBS, and I just haven't remembered to revert back to an old version. But I basically, I got the newest version of OBS, and it just made the controller overlay stop working. Like, I had to be tabbed into OBS for it to actually pick up the input. So, yeah. So it's no good. But the reason I updated OBS, which is usually a pretty dangerous thing to do in my experience, but the reason I did it is because I only updated it on my gaming PC, which is where the controller overlay runs, obviously, because my controller is connected to that, the gaming PC. But yeah, I updated it because I thought that was the cause of the like weird FPS issues I was having. I don't know if it was or not, but they've stopped. Okay, surely this will go well. I do have one sleep pot, so I could sleep this guy. Maybe I'll try, because there's no reason not to. I don't think I need sleep again. What is wrong with my setup on this, dude? I'm gonna go get another sleep pot. Because I don't trust that I'm gonna hit this right now, dude. Because, yeah, like right there, if I didn't sleep him and I felt like that, I wouldn't be able to fast travel out. I would die, so. Like, what did I mess up that time, dude? I really don't know. Something about my setup, I think I've just... Since I haven't done this skip in a while. I don't know. Well, yeah, I was... like, I heard FPS affected this, but... Apparently it was only if your FPS was too low or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's an FPS thing. I don't think so, though. I think it's just my setup is bad. Like, I don't... Maybe I'm not remembering exactly what the setup I used to do is, but I thought it was like I lined up exactly southwest, I crouched in the corner, and then I would jump and then hit W and hold W at the same time. I think it's just like my setup, dude. I honestly have no idea what I did differently that time, but... I just need to come back here, probably before the next run, and just practice it a couple times for sure. Because I don't like every other run where I've done the skip, I haven't felt like oh man, I might miss this. I don't like the feeling of thinking that I can miss that, basically. Because the hard part is supposed to be the last part, basically. Like that last jump's a little awkward, but I've done it so many times that it's fine. It's just the setup for some reason, dude.
Approacheth destined death. I will not have it stolen from me again.
Ooh, that was not a good jump right there. Where I am very, I'm very rusty at this fight, dude. That was really not great. I'm actually shocked that that jump didn't get me hit there. And like my positionings on the Maliketh part are also like not good either. Yeah, 130 to Ashen Capital. Insanely fast run, dude. Surely. Surely fast run, and even going to get all the way down to get the Dragonscale blade. I was kind of curious, though, with all these starting graces, how fast would the, like, just a really quick Iron Ball route be, you know? How long would that take? Because if this run is like 145 for Dragonscale Blade going all the way down to Nokstella and stuff, it's pretty quick. Normally a run like this would take me at least 2 hours and 45 minutes, I think. Maybe not at least that, but probably like 2.5 hours. I would have to go see the other run request. The no-hit Moonveil run. I did do a Moonveil no-hit run a while ago, but it was very suboptimal. Nice. It was very bad. Like I didn't get the magic tier. I didn't get. I mean, that was probably the main thing I didn't get. I didn't use Howl on that one. I don't even think I used Flame Grammy Strength because I'm like, oh, it's mostly magic, so. And the time you spend trying to figure out where the mother fingers is, doing entire no-hit runs. Well, sort of, yeah. Oh, dude, I didn't get the Frenzy Flamestone. Yeah, probably a run like this would at least be 2 hour 45 minutes without the extra graces at the start. And yeah, sure, there'll be some people who complain about it. I really don't care though. Like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Certainly makes the run a lot more fun though when I'm not having to do some big like 1 hour setup at the start, you know. Here we go. Do I check my paste bin requested runs? I don't think that exists. I have a paste bin of my completed runs, if that's what you mean. Might as well do a boss rush. No, I think we have the right balance here, honestly. Like, the run is still a decent length. But we're really just cutting out just tons of torrent running. That is the boring part. And we're not, like, we're also not skipping any... I mean, obviously you could argue otherwise, but we're not really skipping any section of importance, right? Okay, so the strat here, right when he says 4, I think, is when I'm supposed to charge R2, charge R2.
Ah, I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Maliketh has high hopes for us, that we continue to struggle unto eternity. I know
nice.
In my bones a tarnished.
I really find the Madness Stone strats here very satisfying.
Not even you.
Why does he talk for so long?
Kill a god.
And you know what, dude? Like, you could probably combine the Madness strat with a Sleep strat or something. Maybe. I don't know exactly what the... like, how it would work, but... yes, Sleep, Poison, Rot, and Madness strat. More dexterity, I suppose? Or should I get, like, maybe I should get a little bit of endurance? I mean, probably even strength at this point could be better, but... Getting evasion after 3,000 hours. Yeah, surely 3,000, dude. So I'll keep that equipped. I didn't even use the turtleneck. Surely calculated stun.
Brave, tarnished. Thy strength befits a crown.
Pretty nice skill. Although I have to say, like, my gauge of damage in this game has been thrown off a little bit by that all bosses no hit run, where we're using, you know, this Y-hander with a million buffs and we just blast him for half of his HP in one hit, basically. Okay, so for Elden Beast, if we get the swim opener, I should be able to stun him. But I suppose we'll see what happens. Should have used that before Flinker at my strength, probably. Go for it. Nice, dude. There we go. Okay, I wasn't sure. If I'd whiffed that, I definitely would have backed off, but... Huge, dude. There we go. First one. First run request and probably... I guess, how long? A year and a half, basically? Yeah, and the last one. Yep, I guess we're done, dude. Beautiful. Yeah, if you kill them during Elden Stars, they despawn, but like... but I don't know. Like, imagine going for the kill and then he gets Elden Stars off and you like whiff the hit or something, so... That's what I was concerned about. Now, I guess we can continue to do all remembrances, but I don't really have the grace, so I don't really know how to get there. I didn't really set myself up. I should have gotten the rolled lift, dude. What I should have done. But
Maybe
we'll just continue, I suppose.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Simple. Very efficient as well with those starting graces. Ziggy, thanks for giving us up to length. Thanks so much, dude.
What do you don't want any?
This probably won't go well, but I guess we will see. I guess, should I try to go from here? How does that work? Going backwards? Nah, I guess I'll just go from here. I should have gotten the grace for sure at the rolled medallion. Big mistake. I didn't really think about it. That I'd potentially continue. And I haven't fought Malenia in a while either, normally, so... Yeah, this is... I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh. Oops. I mean, you don't really have to wait for daytime here if you just... I probably shouldn't go here, but... Yeah, I need to let the muscle memory take over, dude. But yeah, katanas are, like, one of the best weapons for Malenia, especially with this Ash of War on it. Because what you can do is... You can do a full Ash of War into... Is it an R1? Or maybe it's even more than that. I can't really remember. It's been a while, dude. Because, yeah, you get the full Ash of War combo into at least one R1, maybe two. Safe to use Ash of War on side hop. It's not a good idea. Because you need the stomp part to hit. I mean, maybe if you're fast enough and the actual sword gets there in time, but if you're trying to land the stomp's hitbox is pretty small, so I definitely will not be doing that if we get to her. Yeah, I guess I can get some strength. Yeah, it's a pretty solid weapon, though, dude. Like, I'm not really sure why Elden Beast didn't die, though. Oh, you know what? It's because I didn't buff. Yeah. When I was doing it, on the run yesterday, like just the run through, I was able to get an Ash of War off plus 2 charged R2s on before posting it, but I didn't have enough FP this time for some reason. I just wasn't able to. Yeah, I guess minus Rykard, yeah. If we could maybe get to Rykard. Another thing I could do is fight him straight up in phase 1 with the sword and then Serpent Hunter phase 2 or something, but... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why he didn't die, because I was missing the lightning buff, and he's also in water, so I get a little bit extra damage from it. How many hours do I have in the game? About 4,600 or so. Yeah, all Great Runes. Yeah. All Great Runes. I guess maybe if I finish all Great Runes, we can do all Remembrances, but... If I was in a rush to finish all of the run requests in a certain amount of time, then I wouldn't be doing this, but... Because I'm not, then we'll just continue. Making my Steam hours public? I think they are. But also, Matt, like a long time ago, sent me a command that would just have my Steam hours linked, and it would just show people. But I didn't set that up. I mean, also, I guess it's with a different bot now too. So, since they're finally playing well after how long? Well, we can't speak too soon. Last 2 games, they've been terrible. And honestly, like, even their 6-game win streak, they had quite a few games where they probably didn't deserve to win. They've got to pick it up if they're going to make the playoffs still, dude. It's still not guaranteed. But yeah, it'd be nice if they make the playoffs. Oh, Steam hours aren't public. Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but... Black Knife Assassin armor with unseen form get you totally invisible? Definitely not. Like, the only thing the Black Knife armor does is make you silent. It's the only thing. It doesn't add any stealth to you. Like, any of the actual aggro decreasing effect the armor set doesn't have. It just makes you silent. You know what? Maybe if I'm including all great runes on this run, I should just give myself this grace. Because, like, look at the amount of running we just did. Like, I should just give myself this grace up here. Yes. All right, that's noted for next run. Only for these run requests, though. Like, if I'm doing an actual serious run, then like, it depends. It depends on the run, but for a run like all bosses or something, I would obviously never do that because it's sort of different. These are more just for fun. Just testing out some weapons and doing the runs on it, but... I have not done Bewitching Branch strats on this boss in a while, dude, but... What we're gonna do... Yeah, for Nightmare, I guess, yeah, maybe. Yeah, for Nightmare, I actually would, for sure, actually. So, how does this work? We go for the shield guy first. And then... Yeah, I don't remember, like... I probably won't be able to tell the difference between... We have a bunch of Bewitching Branches, so it should be okay. Kind of running the wrong way here. Nice. Beautiful. That's the problem with doing an all bosses run like I did, dude. It's just like you get so rusty out of the bosses. Like, I just haven't fought so many of these bosses in a while, like straight up. That's what I get, dude. Not my best right there. Nice. Like you crouch poke Opie or what? That's interesting actually. Well, I guess it's not a poke, but oh, interesting. But if I can't wield it though, which I guess I can on, well, 30 strength. Okay, I guess it's pretty easy to wield. I feel like crouch attacks would also probably work too, right? I never really thought about doing that. Because yeah, the strat I did right there, that's what I was doing for like Master Run and stuff. You basically just have to bait out that specific attack and then you can Bewitching Branch. Other Like, so many people just say, oh, just simply parry. But parry doesn't work. But yeah, getting a stun like that would make sense. I feel like just any crouch poke would probably work. Or any colossal weapon or sword would probably work. Just thinking about it. Please don't kill Albus.
Please, no. Your merciless
You made me do it. I wouldn't have done it if you didn't say that. Mushroom with no stat boosting? Yeah, that's correct. But if you can't wield it, I guess it depends on the stamina, so probably, yeah, I don't know. You guys think it's worth killing the Mimic tier just like anyways? Probably not, I guess. I do kind of, at this point... Ooh, it's been a while, actually. I guess I do normally go the lower route, because I got spooked one time when I got hit going the upper route. I think it's just because I was a bit slow, but... Like, if you're going the lower route anyways, I don't know. Maybe if you can melee kill the two militia guys, then killing Mimic could be worth it. Doing this run is just making me realize how long it's been since I've done like a proper proper kind of all great runes run. Yeah, see if I yeah, I should probably test that. Not sure if you can get close enough to those guys though. Because yeah, I could just quickly kill the Mimic tier, equip the bow, do all that stuff, and then just be on my way, dude. Really liked the region locked path I took through here, coming from the duelist dungeon. It's quite nice. I highly doubt this weapon would be able to skip Nihil with the setup we have right now. Surely I remember the Mohg fight. Wukong hitless I haven't done yet. I guess if we wanted, we could get the Thorny tier now. But I feel like that's kind of dangerous. I don't have a great bow, which I would normally use. So I'll go get it. Must be some better way, though. Wait, sleep them? I was thinking about doing the remembrance, but I feel like I would just get smoked if I try to do that. But I was thinking about it.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut.
I just got crushed by a falling
Coolest
rock or
weapon
something.
in the game for you.
Star, thanks for the 6-month Prime sub, dude. Coolest weapon, I don't know. Maliketh's Black Blade. I actually really have no idea. That is a cool one, though. Mercury works fine. No, it's for the one.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
I've done this in a while. How does this work again? Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, usually I use something to knock the archer off the ledge. Oh, dude, I guess you can just kill. I kind of forgot about that. Or not kill. You can just use an arrow to turn or something. Oh, yeah. Okay, whoops. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I think that's right. You shot the archer, and then she did her shots or whatever, and then after she de-aggroes, then you would turn her around with an arrow, I think, right? I mean, Great Bow's still kind of cleaner, but at least for that, I wouldn't have to go get something else. Throwing dagger strat. Which one's that? Uzumaki, thanks for the 2-month Prime sub, by the way. I appreciate that. You stay on the stairs to teleporter. Oh. That seems kind of slow, but... I mean, this one's really nice because we just do this, and she's gone. Because I guess the arrow turn strat, the thing that's concerning about that one is that you do, like, she will see you eventually. This one, she's just gone. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, she's not totally gone, I guess, but... Yeah, sleep would be cool. I could see that working. I don't have many sleep pots here, but... Yeah, there almost surely is a better way to do that. That's... Doesn't require Great Bow. Man, Dumbo's going for my GeoGuessr again, dude. He's gonna make me do it again, dude. Gonna make me play some more GeoGuessr. It's too bad there isn't just some Great Bow you can buy somewhere, right? Like, the fastest one to get would by far be the Redan Great Bow. But if I'm not planning already to do all Great Runes, then, like, man, it's slow, right? Or sorry, it's not slow. If I'm not, it's a big waste of, like, 40k runes early game. That's what I meant to say. I don't actually know what strat I'm gonna do for that one There's one Misbegotten. I guess I'm going to try to jump over him. But on all bosses, I used double stealth, and it was pretty nice. I could just sneak through. Jump over him was the strat I used to do, but for some reason it just like seemed to stop working well. I kept aggroing him. Yeah, elevator skip. Huge idea. Let's go on Pazzi. Well, I mean, it doesn't... It matters if he aggroes just because it's a little bit more dangerous and I might have to dodge his attack, but... Technically, it's not a big deal. I'd rather him not, though. I always rolled that guy because he can sometimes do a weird meme angle. Where he, like, leads to where you're going. Alright, surely this will be fine. Yeah, see, like, sometimes it's fine, but... I don't know what it is. Sometimes he just aggroes there. It probably has something to do with just jumping over the wrong spot or something like that. Oh. And then... What about this Misbegotten in here? Oh, I normally Kukri him, I think. Maybe? Oh. I didn't really mean to pull that other guy also. Yeah, this is actually quite bad. But the needle... Ah. Wow, that was... Like, she just didn't attack there. She probably did, like, 2 attacks that entire fight. Somehow. It's kind of insane. This is why this is a very good randomizer weapon, because, it, like, not only... Obviously, the strongest point in the game to use it is early, because it... You know, self-buffing, like flat self-buffing Ashes of War are better early in the game because they don't scale, right? So you're getting, you know, that plus 160 right away. But it also has a frostbite, which makes it good for the rest of the game as well. But yeah, it pumps damage, dude. It does so much damage still. Kind of why the Stormhawk axe, like, it drops off, because it's good at the start because you get the extra damage from the Ash of War, obviously, but because it doesn't have frostbite, it has nothing that really scales, and so the base axe itself is fine. And with the extra lightning damage on it, it's also, like, it's decent, but then that's kind of it. But at least this thing has the frostbite, which makes it continue to be good throughout the whole game. In terms of damage output, obviously Stormhawk can be good for other reasons, though. The Ash of War can be useful for stun locking stuff. Only this weapon was dropped by the... yeah, the Dragonkin who drops the halberd. Yep, that would make it... I mean, that'd be such a common weapon to use for stuff, I think, if that was the case, but... I mean, Dragon Halberd's not bad either. It's basically the same thing, but a worse moveset. It still does kind of the same stuff. I guess it doesn't have as good of stun lock potential. I mean, Spinning Slash is okay, but you're not going to stun lock the humanoid enemies like Lightning Slash can. I don't know why I always rest here, dude. Yeah, I hope I don't scuff the Malenia too badly, because it just, again, it's been a decent amount of time since I fought her properly last, I think. So... it'd kind of be too bad if I go and get hit, like, immediately or something. Yeah, someone told me that, Matrix. Maybe I gotta go start it up again, dude. The old GeoGuessr. I forget if it's two R1s you can do after the Ash of War. Because another combo, these sort of smaller weapons, what you can do with them is do R2 into R1 on basically every punish, like axes and clubs and stuff. But I'm not like with the katana as well, but I'm just trying to think if you can do Ash of War into R1, or if it's only one. I feel like, I don't know. At least one. I think it's probably one. Yeah, live testing. Well, I mean, the run, we've already finished the any %, so this is just fun at this point. Oh, we made it to her, though, which is pretty good. I don't know if I remember her moves very well. Like, I guess we will see.
Fun fact.
I mean, obviously I remember the moves, but will I execute it properly here? Oliver, thanks so much for the donation, dude. GeoGuessr. Ah, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm hoping the muscle memory just totally carries me here. Oh boy, I don't... Wow, she's getting smoked by this. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't really have much poise built up. Wow. What an insane kill. Good lord, dude.
The mark of a true lord.
Like, actually, like, this is probably one of the best weapons in the game for Malenia, I would say. Just overall.
Dear Nicola.
Okay, so...
My brother.
I
Sorry.
guess, Rennala.
My match.
Who else is alive? What other Great Rune bot? Oh, I guess Mohg. Yeah, I should probably go Mohg first, actually. I'm gonna get smoked by Mohg. Yeah, claws are really good on her too, but just Lightning Slash is one of my favorite things to use. And I keep saying Lightning Slash. It is effectively the exact same thing as this Ash of War, but this Ash of War gives you a Frostbite buff as well. Like, that's the only difference, so... That's why I say, like, Lightning Slash in general is one of my favorite things to use against her, because it's so damn effective. Like, you know, anytime you can get a charged R2 off, or, you know, depending on where she finishes the combo, how close you are, even on some R1s, because the stomp comes out so quick, you can just constantly be doing the full Ash of War into at least one R1. I'm not sure about two, though. Mogging at Blade of Mercy? I guess I could do that, actually. I've never really thought about how the DLC stuff could affect the base game runs. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'll try to go to DLC if we no-hit the rest of this, but... Not sure about that. Weapon has frostbite, so time for Rykard. I don't know about Rykard, but we'll see. So yeah, we just have Mohg, Rennala, and Rykard left. But again, like, Rykard for these runs, there's basically no point in doing him. So... I would honestly rather go kill, like, Snowfield Estelle or something, you know? Than do Rykard. Although I guess Snowfield Estelle has some issues with the meteor attack, but... I didn't get the Thorny tier because I don't really trust that avatar. The main problem is... there isn't a lot of room to run away when he does Golden Land, that guy. So, it's kind of sketchy. That honestly scared the shit out of me, dude. May have forgotten about those guys. I think Eleanor is the best for Malenia. Well, Eleanor Poleblade is insane for Malenia, especially when, like, if you don't know her moveset well, it is insane. But no, I don't think it's definitely one of the better weapons for her. I'm not sure if it's the best though. I think a weapon like this, when you know her moveset, is insanely good for her. If you don't, then it's a little bit tougher to use it. Wild strikes on basically any weapon, like especially Great Stars or the Anchor, is like gotta be up there. It's just overall one of the best weapons for her, if not the best one. But yeah, Eleonora though is like, if you're on a first playthrough and you're fighting Malenia and you have Eleonora Pole Blade, you can kind of just spam it, and it will probably work pretty well. And it's got lots of hyper armor as well, which is good. So yeah, it's definitely one of the best ones for sure. It depends. It depends what you're trying to do, right? If you're trying to no-hit the game, then Eleonora for Malenia is pretty good. If you're on your first playthrough, then Eleonora's insanely good. So yeah, it just depends. I guess Wild Strikes is kind of similar, where it's more... I mean, it's good no matter what, I guess, but it's especially if you're on a first playthrough, that is probably the easiest way to beat her with a melee weapon, in my opinion. Right? Like, what would be easier than Wild Strikes on Great Stars? With a melee weapon, dude. I really don't know. Matt, thanks for the donation, dude.
No hit run.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Also, Oliver, thanks for the donation again, dude.
Gino, would you play a new Souls-like game? You play as a young nephew who helps the elderly cross the road and move around town. The game? Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, dude. Sounds great. Surely. Last one is probably easier. I don't know about anymore, though, because you don't get the big knockdown, right? I'm not sure about that, but yeah, even still, though. Okay, so what am I doing here? Like, we're just gonna have to deal with phase 2. I don't know, like... Just hope muscle memory takes over again like it has been. Because, yeah, this weapon, like Frostbite, is not really good on Mohg. Perhaps I should have gotten the tier. I guess I still could. Just memory grace out, but... do that, I guess. Not really sure when... Oh, really? Retaliation would have been nice too, actually. Maybe the thing I'm missing here. Oh my god, we're gonna do it easily. Look at that. It's a work of art, dude. Oh, it's beautiful. Here I am saying, it's like, oh yeah, there's no way. Bad weapon against Mohg. He doesn't even get the 1 count, dude. He doesn't even come close. Dang. I did perfectly time that stun, though, to be fair. Like, if I didn't get the stun, then I probably wouldn't have one-cycled him.
Cause someone stole my thunder.
Matt, thanks for the donation again, dude. I appreciate that. Dang, dude, that's crazy. Beautiful. Yeah, he is really resistant to frost, but we still got him. So. But yeah, that I will say that was pretty well played right there. It's pretty well calculated. All right, well, the only boss left, if we're doing all Great Runes minus Rykard, is Rennala, so... Surely this will go just fine. No, this katana doesn't bleed. Like, we were saying, imagine if it did bleed, right? Imagine how insane it would be. If this thing did bleed, then it would be absurd. Yeah, two-handed talisman. Yeah, that's true. Two-handed would be good. But there's no way I'm running... Like, think about how long it would take to run all the way to the two-handed talisman. Fight balls instead of right card. Yeah. Surely. Yeah, this is a really good weapon, dude. This is a nice weapon. All right, and I actually did pick up Vow the Indomitable as well, so we can use that. But I have to go back to round table. Yeah, 15-minute torrent for 1 talisman, dude, yeah. Not exactly worth it, but I mean, it is one of the best talismans in the game. Rennala cameo applicable for speedrunning? Not really, because the location of it, I don't know. I'm not like super up to date on the speedrun routes that people use, but it's very out of the way, right? Because normally when people are going to fight Rennala on some sort of speedrun, they're going to be going through the skip way, which it would take quite a bit of backtracking to get back to that talisman. Like, it's very rare that you actually go forward through Castle Ensis on any sort of run, basically. The first run I ever did it actually on, like not my first playthrough, obviously I did it, but the first no-hit run I ever did that on was the region lock because I didn't have a choice. Yeah, most runs you just jump through the back way, get straight to the boss. Yeah, probably just going to exclude right card on these runs because, like I said, there's just not really a point in fighting him. You know what we do? We fight Placidusax instead, I guess. I mean, he's not a great boss either, but at least we can actually just fight him straight up with the weapon. Well, all remembrances... Here's the thing with all remembrances, right? Who are the bosses that you're adding? Placidusax is cool. Like but I mean, even then, he's still not best fight of all time, but he's at least pretty cool. The other bosses you're adding on an all remembrances compared to all great runes is Estelle, all the way in Lake of Rot. You're adding Fortisax, Bea's Champions, either Sewer Mohg or Twin Gargoyles. Like, you're just not adding good bosses, right? That's the problem. I mean, Sewer Mohg's fine, but if you're doing it all remembrances, you've already fought Mohg Lord of Blood, or you're gonna fight him. So, like fighting a duplicate. Oh yeah, Ancestor Speared as well. Like, you're just not adding good bosses on an all remembrances. So, I just don't bother most of the time. Like, all great runes is nice. Oops. All great runes is nice, I think. Did I physic? Nah, I don't. Physic's not doing much for us anyways. At this point. Bonk. Actually insane that he was surviving that long. Yeah, you know what? Physic might have one-shotted him. You're right. That's a good point. You may be correct. You know what's also really refreshing, too? That we've nearly done an all Great Runes no-hit run in less than 2.5 hours. I mean, obviously, Rykard is alive, but... aside from him... with just a random weapon that I didn't really have a route for... I guess I did do that run through earlier, but... So the strat... The strat here is Lightning Slash. Like, Lightning Slash, again, humanoid enemy that can be stunned by it. So it's going to be very good. I'm just not sure how... Like, if she... No, she's probably just going to die instantly, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Oh, we need that one. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying how much of a difference those early graces make. Like, this feels like a much more reasonable amount of time, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not that I'm playing fast. It's that the yeah, like starting with those graces just makes things feel so much smoother. Much more enjoyable as well, especially after, you know, years of playing this game at this point. I mean, surely she's not going to survive after a single, like, surely she's not getting into phase 2 on this run, right? Yeah, just, like, obviously.
My dear.
I mean, we are plus 10, and we have... Even at plus 0, this weapon would absolutely smoke her, so... Like, in water, 160 lightning AR. An Ash of War that, again, you get the full Ash of War plus, like, R1 on this boss. So she gets smoked. Oh. Didn't get the grace, I guess. Anyways, that is all Great Runes minus right card, though. What do I do for this guy, though? Because I didn't pick up this grace down here. We just distract him. Playing a dangerous game with this guy. Possibly. You're kidding me. Ooh, I thought for sure he was going to see me there. Oh, yeah, I do have the great bow. That's a good point. Minus Sunflower. Sunflower does not drop one of the 7 great runes. But yeah, you do get the... whatever it is, but... it's not actually a great rune. You know what? I was actually thinking I kind of wanted to get Glintblade for this fight, but I guess I'm not. Because I'm just thinking with Glintblade, how many? 1, 2. Like, I'd probably be able to. I don't think I'd be able to phase 1 skip, but or you know, kill him in phase 1, but. Be pretty damn close if I had Glintblades here. I mean, I could just go back, I guess. I don't really think we need to, though. Nice to have the stamina. Like, I wish I didn't waste those, turtlenecks. All right, will we frost proc him? I highly doubt it. I'd be shocked if we get a frostbite proc here. I don't know why it was... Okay, just kidding. This is going to be... If I'm fighting him this way, this is going to take a while. Should have gone to the head for that riposte. Stun, maybe? Frostbite? Hey, we actually got him, dude. Right at the end. I guess that's like a pretty average Placidusax fight. If I'm not getting an opening stun at least. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, what do you guys think? Like, replacing Placidusax for Rykard for doing all Great Runes, I think makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I guess we could maybe go DLC. I don't really feel like picking up fragments right now, though, but... I guess I could just not. I could just not do it. Sure. Would Blade of Mercy be good for anything? Like, we actually should probably go get 2 Anatosman, but yeah, maybe I should give myself some graces. Oh yeah, I don't have the maps here either. Give myself some DLC graces. I haven't really thought about that at all. Now, I think what I'll do, I'm just going to get to level 5. I'm going to go kill Rennala immediately. And then for Mesmer, I'll get level... I'm usually level 11. Like, I'm just thinking for Region Locked, right? Region Locked, I fight Gaius at level 11 Blessing. And then Mesmer at level 12, I think. So I think I'll just do that. Actually, maybe Mesmer's normally level 13 because I kill Hippo as well. But obviously, I'm not killing Hippo on this. Yeah, I'm just going to, like, manually set my blessing levels instead. I think. But yeah, for the next run, though, I'll think about which graces give myself. Like, probably just... I don't know. This is just a lot of running at the start. Skipping Lion, you trust an item meter? Yeah, definitely not doing you trust an item meter. Like, I don't know about Lion, though. I feel like Lion could be cool. I'm almost for sure gonna get hit at some point in here, though, dude. Like, again, I feel like I'm so rusty since doing that all bosses region locked, especially for the later game bosses, because we just scripted them all. You know what, dude? Midra Grace sounds really good. But nah, I mean, I should probably kill Jory, though. The weapon honestly is carrying. Like, look at that Malenia fight, dude. That Malenia fight, she barely did anything. I mean, she got off one waterfowl, and that was basically it. Yeah, kill Jory, TP to Mance. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because there's no reason to run all the way through to the Mance. Like, no point. But yeah, so in terms of graces, though, yeah, like, I think Midra's Mance after Jory kill, but just upon entering the DLC, maybe we go, I'll look at it in a second when I'm safe. Rellon at 5, Line at 7, Gaius. Well, the thing with Dancing Lion is that normally I would do him after getting Enter Ilum. Like, when I did my Stranded run, he was actually the last boss I did. So normally I'd be at, like a high level blessing for him, but yeah, if I'm trying to, like, follow the scaling of the DLC better, then I could do him sooner. I'm gonna get smoked by Lion, dude. It's been a while, I think, since I fought him straight up last. Yeah, definitely, I'm normally way too high blessing level for him, but let me get myself the maps really quick. I mean, I probably should have done this upon entering the DLC, but... Okay, so I think we should give our... So, Scorched Ruins, yes. And what else? Castle Front, I guess, but what's the point of it? Because of Bale, I suppose. Unless I just want to go this one. Probably this one. And maybe this one or something. Although, you know what? You can't actually skip that, like, event. So maybe... Okay, yeah, so maybe I'm thinking Scorched Ruins. Whatever this one's called. And then this one, and this one. And then maybe once, you know, once I get this grace, then maybe I unlock this one, right? Like, because just thinking about this running section, just... Like, there's nothing going on, really. I don't know. Let's just continue for now, I guess, but... Yeah, the Great Rune Broken, I would give myself this one here, so I could just quickly go trigger it, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Sounds pretty good. If I want to be safe, I should actually probably go up and around here. Yeah, Putrescent Knight, I guess if I'm getting the graces maybe, but I definitely wouldn't want to skip that running section. Like, here's the way I think about giving myself the graces is that I'm just trying to eliminate the running sections like this, where there's nothing going on, I'm just running through the world. So, yeah, for Putrescent Knight, I'd probably give myself, like, the southernmost grace in Cerulean Coast. And then run from there, because that has some danger, right? You have, like, the sleep pot guy, and then you have, like, the slime section, and then that entire running section below. Honestly, I have no idea what the strat would be without range. Wait, no, my stranded, what did I do for stranded on that part? Ooh, I can't remember. I didn't really have range on that one. Let's go on Dead Waifu. I don't know what I did. It's weird. I Oh, you know what? I snuck underneath them and then just killed them. Is what I did. I guess the problem is these runs would get pretty long if I started like adding in all the DLC bosses like that. Okay, so we are going to be level 5 blessing here. There we go. Level 5 blessing. Just like that. That seems like an appropriate level for this boss. And yeah, like maybe I should do Dancing Lion at lower, but I would much rather just do the skip to get to him, right? Because it skips the entire running section. And then in that case, I would normally be like blessing level at least 12, right? But I don't know. Okay, let's see how this goes. Not sure if there are any openings to get that Ash of War off. I also only have 2 knives. Oh boy. No way, dude. Okay. That sucks. I don't know how I didn't die from that, though. That's like, right there, that's sort of a weapon-specific thing. This is a long fucking fight with this.
Gina, choose a build for my first playthrough.
I'm kind of thinking maybe this blessing level is a little low for this. That was pretty clean. It just I got caught by the uppercut because I guess that attack I guess I did a charged R2 or maybe it was a tap R2. It was just a little too slow. Like that was pretty clean. I didn't really make any mistakes. It just I didn't know that this weapon. Okay, well, we did pretty well. We did the whole base game. But I think what I'm gonna do is prepare for the DLC added onto these runs, I guess. But yeah, I think I think blessing level 5 might be a little low for this, dude. Just because we don't have a crazy build. But I don't know. Like, did the blessing actually... Like, it was working, right? Because that didn't really seem like blessing level 5 to me. But yeah, I guess it was. Just no buffs. All the buffs ran out. Ah, resistant to slash. Okay, yeah, that'd probably do it as well. Because that was, like, by far the longest boss in the run. But yeah, it would make sense, I guess. If she is resistant to slash, like, highly resistant or something, then... maybe. Yeah, if it's 40%, then that would make sense. Okay, well, this was a success, I would say. But yeah, I think for the next run, I will map out... I mean, probably I'm not going to go, like, the whole way if it's a shitty weapon, but... we'll see, I don't know. Mapping out the DLC and how, like, what graces I would give myself and the blessing levels and all that. I'll definitely do that for the next run. I mean, I guess we could do that now, I suppose. I need to, like, the cheat table I'm using, though, is actually a pre-DLC one, and it's because when I made it for doing the master run, I didn't... like, that was before the DLC came out, right? So, Undo, thanks for the donation, by the way, dude. Do I have the updated Grand Archives table? But yeah, and you know what, too? Like, a 2-hour, 50-minute run, and we got into the DLC as well. Like, that's pretty nice, dude. That's a very reasonable amount of time for that. And yeah, like, if I get myself the graces and all that stuff, then maybe it could be, like, a 3-hour, maybe 3.5. For, like, the whole DLC included. All Great Runes plus... Who would I do? I mean, Sunflower, Gaius, Bale, Rellana, Dancing Lion, Pew Trust at Night. Like, probably the only one I wouldn't do is Metter, I guess. I'm not sure. Well, like, what I did, Johnny, is I started doing these runs with starting graces so that I don't have to run around all over the place. And so right now I'm just thinking about how I would do the DLC, like which graces to give myself for that and stuff, and like what blessing levels, because I'm not going to collect the fragments on these runs either, because it's just boring. So, and yeah, probably most of the runs going forward I do are not going to be collecting fragments on them. But anyways, let me download the updated Grand Archives table, though, so I can start making this. Give myself fragments, but upgrade blessing after each boss kill. It's about finding the right balance, right? And I don't know, like, how much would I upgrade? Guys, +9, everything else +12. Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, Rellana at level 5 is pretty normal, or like a normal playthrough of the DLC or whatever. But when you know what you're doing and you go collect the fragments, like I never did my Stranded run, for example. I had at least level 12 for her, which would be a big boost in damage. Like, that'd make that a lot more reasonable. But I don't mind how that fight went, though. But it was maybe a little slow. But again, we're not using the best weapon for her. Like, it's just about finding the right balance. This is what I don't like about the blessing system, by the way. Or at least part of what I don't like, but... but yeah. It was just a little long. Just a bit. Yeah, it wasn't balanced at all if you compare it to the end. You're right. 100% you're right. But again, like, slightly not good weapon for her. But I think, yeah, we were level 5 there. Maybe like level 8 or something would be good. Yeah, no 2-handed talisman. That's true. That is true as well. Okay, what am I doing here? Getting the updated cheat table. Yeah, I'll probably have to remake. I'm not sure if I'm going to remake this on stream or whatever, but... we'll see. I guess I wouldn't mind seeing the hit again just to see what happened while I'm sitting here. Go see what happened. Yeah, successful run, though. Like, I'm quite happy with that. This is the first run where I've actually done an all Great Runes no hit after. It was maybe a little... well, It was the first one. Like, I've been close on some of the other ones, but... yeah, I remember some... I got hit on Malenia a couple times or whatever. Still get +9 for Rellana easily. Yeah. I don't know. I think I just need to test a couple different weapons and see what we get. Okay, let me show you guys this. So I just so we can watch the hit again. Just check out what happened. No way, dude. Yeah, and then she... okay, I got hit there, I guess. Like, I guess just the recovery on that's a bit slower than I thought, maybe. Yeah, it's not... like, I didn't really make a mistake here. It's just I didn't really know that with this weapon that would happen. That sucks. I don't know how I didn't die from that, though. And I guess I just need to be in a better position for that. But yeah, this is definitely not a great Rellana weapon. Like, look at that damage, dude. But also, I lost Ritual Sword, too. This is a long fucking fight with this. I don't know. If I get a +9 or +6 weapon for Margit over level... Yeah, that's also a good point, I guess. It's not like I'm trying to do it region locked. Yeah. That's a good point. So then what are we thinking then? Like level 9 maybe? Or if I mean, if I don't follow the order of the DLC, then we could go... Like, we could just go level 12, right? Just immediately go to level 12 and then just do the DLC like that. But like maybe... Yeah, +9 guys, +12. Yeah. I mean, you can do Gaius level 11 pretty easily, though, as well. Like, that's what I did on my region locked. And I didn't go fight anything extra for that, right? Like, so maybe just 11 for Gaius and then 12 for the rest, or something? But I also don't want to, like, smoke Rennala, though. So I want to make sure... Okay, let me just see what's going on here. So... Okay, what graces do we want? Or should we just do another run? Like we probably could do another run. Yeah, well that's true. Oh, but like I don't know how much that, like if she's really resistant to slash damage at 40%, like maybe other weapons look a bit better. Yeah, maybe +12 is reasonable, I guess. I wouldn't have prevented that hit there though. I have a ton of notes for the all bosses Elden Ring run. I do have a ton of notes. I have a big spreadsheet as well that I said I was going to share, but I never did, I guess. But I still can, obviously. Okay, I kind of do want to do this first, though. Okay, so DLC. Set a hotkey for it. Okay. Yeah, I might do some GeoGuessr really quick, or I'm not going to do the all bosses tier list today. Maybe next week I can do that. Skip phase 2. Maybe I can like respawn her and test or something and just see if we did have blessing level 12, if we would skip phase 2, because I don't want to. Like I want to have a little bit of phase 2 for sure. Okay, so what graces do we want? I mean, I guess I should probably... Just gonna move everything over to this updated table, I suppose. This might take a sec. I don't know if Domo's beaten me. It just every time I get reminded of GeoGuessr, I want to do it. Nice. I'm just making the new table really quick. And then I'll decide what graces, and then maybe I'll do some GeoGuessr. I don't know. Or we can maybe start looking at another run. The unfortunate thing is that with some of these runs, I do kind of have to... I need to test the Gideon kills. Oh, wait, this item kit doesn't work? What is this? I'd have to restart my game. Surely this is interesting gameplay right now. Finished testing Elden Stars with Torrent. I barely tested it, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna restart my game really quick. Restart game. Oh, he called them out. Really? Agora, that's interesting. I mean, Giroux is, like, it's tough, right? He's pretty old at this point. I do think he should probably be on the 4th line at this point, though. I like the call out, though. All right, Dragonscale Blade done. So what should we do as the next one? I guess we can look at that really quick, too. The next run request. I'm going to have to pull that up, though, really quick. And maybe I should, I'm a pain to go all the way to find this, so maybe I should bookmark it or something. Where even is this, dude? I can't even find it. Channel points? Okay, here we go. You guys can't see this, but here we go. So, which we did Dragonscale Blade, Karakuri Ninja, done. First run request done in a while, dude. What should be the next one? Hook Claws? Hook Claws could be nice. Hook Claws, which does that have the bad R2 or the good R2? I think it's the good one, right? Axe of Godfrey? There's no Milady because Milady didn't exist last time these were open. A lot of like DS3 ones in here actually. Life Hunt Scythe is insane, dude. Why would someone request that? Why would Fulden request that, dude? I don't know if there's a steeple one. I'd rather do ones that I can like. It's more fun for me to do runs that aren't cheated in. So I kind of want to start with some of those. There's a Frozen Needle one. Like that could be a good D-Rust because that's not a good weapon. I just don't think it is. Although it's kind of similar to what we just did with like the Frostbite, so maybe not. Which one's looking interesting in here? Oh, there's a Dragonscale. Wait, do I refund this? Oh, I should have checked who requested first, dude. Nah, 2 in 1. Just steal someone's points. Okay, there's a Blasphemous Blade, which I like the sound of. Blasphemous Blade, all great runes. And Alabaster. I like both of these. Yeah, someone got scammed. I don't know who did, but... And yeah, Mohg is good. Falling Star, Anchor would be nice. Okay, I'm going to say Blasphemous next. Blasphemous next. That's my pick. Because Alabaster, we kind of... Like, that's going to be fun, but we did just do a run very similar to that in terms of the setup. So I think Blasphemous Blade next. This is all Great Runes Blasphemous Blade. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to start it tonight. I mean, we could start testing some stuff, but I do want to get my cheat tables sorted first, though. Surely item give will work. Nice, okay. Good. So, let me just make sure. Oh. Actually, it just doesn't work. I'm gonna have to, I'm probably gonna have to do this later, I guess. Some things I gotta change. I'll do this later. This seems like an off-stream thing. What was I gonna do? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna start another run, but yeah, Blasphemous Blade probably next. Nice. Blasphemous Blade, all Great Runes. And so it got nerfed as well, right? Noble skip? Probably, no, no. I'll just, like, sleep Noble and just do the normal thing. I think I'm gonna do the skip. Yeah, fire, yeah, that's actually a really good point. Mohg, oh boy. Yeah, that is gonna be rough. Like, Blasphemous Blade's a good weapon, but there are definitely spots where fire's bad. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to do, because I was reminded, I'm going to do a little bit of this, and then I'm probably gonna end for today. Yeah, Fire Giant's definitely not gonna be scripted. That's gonna be pretty bad. I think a health regen build with Taker's Cameo, Blasphemous, and Tankle build would be viable. Oh, 100%, yeah. So, what category was Domo trying to beat me on, dude? Was it the, that like 40 round, 10-second one or whatever? Yeah, was it this one? All right, I'll go, dude. Let's see. I don't think we're starting very well because already having issues. Click. Okay. Not great. Oh boy. No idea where this is, man. Oh my god. That's not right. Oh boy. Yeah. I am not great at this. That was not bad. Really? Yeah, I'm a little washed at this game. It wouldn't take long for me to get back into like practice for it though, but hmm. Oh, I guess I should have looked at the direction. Okay, this should be good. Nice. Hard Dog, how's it going, dude? Like, what is going on with the mountain? I mean, this is fucked up. Wow. And I still, well, okay, well, I did pretty bad. That was fucked up. Nothing I can do there. That's the sort of thing. Like, I'm pretty convinced that the Elden Chad, whoever that is, I'm not certain, obviously, but I feel like that's, oh boy. I feel like that's not a legitimate score. That guy's scores seem not right. And people were telling me about, there was a thing you can do where you can like pause the timer basically. Because they only lost like 2,540 rounds, 10 seconds, which there's too much time to get memed, I think. Ah, fuck, dude. Didn't make it to where I was trying to get to. There are way too many rounds to not have like a Redan arena. My God, dude, I'm so slow. But the CBD bingo cheater, I saw he put a video, but I didn't watch it yet. What was that about? Surely the first time that's happened. Surely. Somewhere down here. Maybe over here? I have no idea. Wow, that was really far back. This is gonna be a terrible score. Maybe I should do some like 5-round warm-ups, dude. Because I'm Visa did bingo against their community. Some guy cheated in like 3 matches. Surely the first time that's happened. Oh, boy. Nice. Except this is 5 rounds, so already lost my PB, I think. What? I honestly don't even know where this is because of that. I'm just blanking totally. Oh, it was this shack. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd be curious how they did it. I mean, probably just by like screen peeking or something, right? That's why, like, if you're gonna do bingo, you need to have some sort of like stream delay for sure. It was this log, not that log. I think I need more time, dude. Just not navigating this quickly at all. They marked squares that would have been... I'm going to have to watch his video on it, dude. They marked squares that would have been impossible in the time they said. Oh, and he admitted to it. Interesting. Well, there you go. Yep. I've gotten this one before, but... Oh. Oh, boy. That was pretty good. This one... Why does that seem like it's kind of high up? Ah, no. I was the wrong rock, dude. Totally ruined. Imagine cheating at viewer bingo. I mean, what the hell is this? Some people just can't help themselves, I guess. I don't know. Not bad, considering. Yeah, I'll be checking out AI Limit and Kazan. It's kind of unfortunate how close they're releasing together, but... What hut is that? I don't know. This is wrong. Ah, yes. It's weird. Oh, that was the rock. Why am I doing this, dude? It's so addicting, man. It should be 5K. I wonder what my PB is for this. What's my PB on this one? I didn't see it. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I do have some plans, but surely Sunday, dude. Surely Sunday. Why does this look not right? I wouldn't have been close anyways. I was too close. Yeah, tomorrow's a game. Yeah, and I'm going somewhere to watch the game as well. So nice. Oh, not even 5,000 though somehow. That's not right. Just kidding. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, so my PB on this one's a 2.7s, so I lost 73 points total. Yeah, I've gone to I think one game so far this year, or I don't actually remember somehow. I've gone to quite a few games, and I kind of like I haven't gone to many recently. So maybe I've mixed up, but okay, last one, and then I'm ending. I can't. I'm gonna be doing this forever if I keep going. And I don't even recognize where it is. I'm just gonna finish it, I guess. But yeah, so next stream probably like I want to. I think for the Skyrim run, I kind of want to do some preparation for it, like off stream, so that I at least know a little bit what I'm doing. Oh boy, look at this round. Okay, I'm done. I suck, dude. Anyways, thanks for hanging out today, guys. We did. I mean, we finished the. Yeah, the. Not Blasphemous. I was gonna say Blasphemous. The Dragonscale Blade, all Great Runes run. Like that's the first one that I've just continued on to all Great Runes and actually got, which is pretty sick considering I'm super rusty, dude. Like, I felt very rusty at the bosses, but yeah, so, yeah, for Skyrim, like, I want to have a plan for what I'm going to do for the run. Like, I think I'll do maybe some, like, some leveling-only run would be sick. But I want to have a bit of a plan, because I don't have the game knowledge in Skyrim as I do for Elden Ring, so I can't just kind of, like, do it on the fly as much. But I also need to get some mods set up, like, just some basic... I want to play the game mostly vanilla, but just some, you know, just, like, the unofficial patch and all that. Like, just the basic stuff. Some movement, some, like, camera mod... You know, some of the basic stuff, but yeah, I'll probably try to do that next week, as maybe with some more run requests, and then maybe off stream I'll start preparing again for the Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Elden Ring all bosses no hit run in a row, because I'm looking forward to playing the Dark Souls games again. So let's see who's on the raid, dude. Yeah, lots of stuff planned. I'm gonna have to go watch that CBD video though, because I saw it, right? He put out a video about it, but I wasn't sure what that meant. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Domo. I don't know how long he's streaming for, but I guess. Go say to Domo, you guys. He's trying to beat my my record, I guess, even though I don't even. I guess it's my personal record. But yeah, go say to Domo, you guys, and I'll be back on probably next week, realistically. I'm not going to say that I'll be on Sunday, because I'm not sure, but maybe I will be for some bonus stream, but probably on next Monday. And yeah, lots of stuff planned, so I'll see you guys then. And have a good weekend as well.